everybody, what's up? It's Pauline. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you doing? Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Oh shit, I think I might be wrong. No, it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. I am here, I'm present. It's Wednesday. Whoop. We're going to get into it because we've got some drama to get into today. There's quite a lot going on, actually. You know, there really wasn't that much over the last few days, but now there is more tea, more drama, more gossip about some huge YouTubers. So, of course, me being a little drama channel, I'm going to come and talk about it. Firstly, yes, if you're new here, I do apologise for the awful sound quality, the horrible ticking noise, you know. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that right now. I'm going to have to wait a little while to be able to sort that out. So please do bear with me with my horrible audio at the moment. I know it's awful. Bear with me. Anyway, let's get into this video because we've got a little bit to cover about Gabby Hannah. Shockingly, Gabby Hannah, it seems, has finally decided to take on board everyone's advice and possibly actually, for once, take a break from the internet. Gabby has now deleted her YouTube channel, and as well as deleting her YouTube channel, she's also deleted her Instagram. And I was like, wow. I went and checked and there's nothing there, no pictures, nothing, no posts, it's all gone. So I was like, okay, well perhaps Gabby is finally actually taking some advice for once. I don't know what you guys think, but I was quite stunned to see her Instagram and also her YouTube channel devoid of videos. I was like, oh, so maybe all of that popping off that Gabby did at drama channels and at people who were calling her out for her behaviour, maybe some of that actually got through to Gabby. Because, you know, I know some channels and some people think that Gabby Hannah was kind of bullied too much by the public and by drama channels like Angelica Oles and everybody else. I personally don't feel that way because I personally do think that some of Gabby Hannah's behaviour has been, what shall we say, problematic, but extremely problematic. Like some of Gabby Hannah's behaviour, the things that she was doing with the whole Jessie Smiles situation, for example, what Gabby was doing there with the whole kind of, you know, hearing Curtis Lepore out and all of that, that to me was shocking and very problematic, and just, you just don't do that to a friend. What Gabby did to Jessie Smiles in, you know, going to Jessie's attacker, somebody who actually assaulted Jessie, and saying, oh, do you know what, I'll hear you out on this because, you know, oh, Jessie might be lying. No, you know, that is just something that you don't do. I mean, yeah, unfortunately we live in a day and age where some people do lie about those things, but those people tend to be the kind of clout chaser type people, you know, who are looking to get attention or get money from somebody, not somebody like Gabby Hannah, who is friends with Jessie Smiles. You know, that whole situation for me from the get-go with Gabby and Jessie was very, very problematic, and it's not something, you know, that I especially enjoyed covering because it is a very sensitive and very triggering topic. You know, I didn't want to bring any unnecessary hate to Jessie Smiles either. I know recently another YouTuber called Hello Leash has faced a lot of backlash over the amount of videos that she made on Gabby Hannah, amongst other things, but I'm not going to get into that. The thing that I have seen though, since Gabby Hannah has deleted her socials like this and her YouTube, one thing I've seen is some people on the internet are now saying, oh, Trisha is going to say that this is because of her. Trisha Paytas is going to come out and say, oh, Gabby did this because I was right about everything. So people are now thinking that Trisha Paytas is going to kick off about the Gabby Hannah drama once again. I don't know if she will, you know. I hope that Trisha doesn't kick off about that, to be honest with you. Trisha, I've seen, has been kicking off about some other stuff unrelated to Gabby, but I really just hope that this doesn't open another can of worms between Trisha and Gabby Hannah. And I hope that Gabby Hannah is actually doing something for herself, like actually taking some time away to reflect on her behaviour and actually getting herself some help, because I do think that a lot of what Gabby was doing was through anger, and I think a lot of it was trying to retaliate at people over being called out for her own behaviour. So it'll be very interesting over the next few weeks to see if Gabby is really genuinely taking some time away to herself, to go and work on herself and just have a break from all of the drama that Gabby has been in this year and last year. Be interesting to see if that's actually what it is, or if she's just done this as a stunt and then she's going to come out at the weekend with another video or something. Girl, I don't know. I really do not know. But I hope it's Gabby actually doing the right thing and taking some time for herself to get out of it for a minute. Get out of Dodge, girl. Go and sort your issues out. You know, I hope that's what it is. I really do. And the other thing that I saw was the Ace family. Now, recently I made a video about the Ace family because their house was going up for auction. And Catherine McBroom came out and denied it, that the house wasn't going up for auction. They're not in $9 million worth of debt. But then this clip appeared of their house actually going up for auction.
And I just got a clear bid on Calderon Road. $9,074,909.66. Anybody wish to qualify? This is it. Calderon, $9 million. I know you're going to your let's see how many millions I have. All right.
So it sold for how much?
It didn't sell. I announced it.
It didn't.
I'm selling it right now.
Okay.
All right. All bidders for property subject to Civil Code 2524M should be aware that there is the potential for the sale auction bidding process to be extended for up to 45 days following today's sale. Section 2924M does not require payment of interest on any bid funds. Does not apply unless the property contains 1 to 4 residential units, and does not apply if a prospective owner occupant is the high bidder at the sale auction. This is the place and time for auction of TS number 85503, 4838, 4830, 4846, Calderon Road, Los Angeles. Vacant land directions may be obtained by written request. Executed by Ace Hat Collection and California TD Service, California TD Specialist, as current trustee. Trustee dated July 19, 2019, recorded July 26, 2019. Doc number is 2019-073-7060. Official records, LA County, State of California. APN 2076-004-021. 2076-004-022 and 2076-004-025. No warranty is given to the completeness or correctness of this address. Sale being made on an as-is basis without covenant or warranty. Express applied to get entitled, condition, possession, or encumbrances. I am authorized by the beneficiary and the trustee to place an opening bid. The amount of $9,074,909.66. Anybody wish to qualify and bid on this property? Going once. Calderon, going twice. Third and final call. With no bids, property reverts back to the beneficiary.
So it's looking a little bit like the Ace family are going to be checking into the nearest fucking Travelodge. Their house is up for auction. Catherine McBroom tried to deny it, and like, no. You know, isn't it funny how some of these influencers who pretend that they're like rich AF actually aren't? You know, it's all like smoke and mirrors, isn't it? I find it really interesting because these people like Austin McBroom, Catherine McBroom, you know, they're online pretending that they're mega rich. They've got all this money. They're showing off with their wealth, cars, house, whatever, you know, and then they end up having their house auctioned off because they didn't pay. They didn't pay their rent, they didn't pay the bills, whatever. You know, isn't it insane? Like, all for show. You know, why do you do that? Just to appear wealthy on social media? I find that really, really sad. Really sad. But like, wow. $9 million though. Can you imagine even being $9 million in debt? I don't know. Like, you got to do some shopping to be $9 million in debt. You got to buy a few Rolexes for that, haven't you? I mean, oh my God. There's also quite a lot of other stuff going on right now. There's stuff with James Charles because Harry Jowsey allegedly called James a homophobic slur. Now, James Charles is absolutely not my favourite person at all. James Charles, you'll know if you watch my videos, you guys know I am not sticking up for James after the big scandal that he was in last year and this year still. You know, I'm not sticking up for Jamie Charlie at all. No. His behaviour with DMing minors and all of that, it's a no-go for me. You know, it is a no-go. So for me, I don't stick up for James Charles for his behaviour, but as part of the queer community, should he have been called a slur by Harry Jowsey? Probably not, but, you know, what's James Charles doing? What's James been doing in the last year? Behind closed doors, DMing minors, asking to see their armpit hair and all of this. Girl. You know, so, although James is far from being my favourite person, you know, I still wouldn't call him a homophobic slur. But, you know, James has got his own problematic behaviour to deal with. And girl, James deleted his video where he made his confession and took accountability and all of that. So he did all of that. And now that somebody's calling, you know, him a slur, oh, it's a problem. But, you know, James is a problem himself, I feel. So it's hard for me right now to have sympathy for James. You know what I mean?
James Charles is trying to fuck me.
I don't know. Wait, who's James Charles?
The Omega Bodice. You don't know who he is?
No.
Just some kid.
The person that I said these things about, I did immediately apologize. I've mended things in private, and I just wanted to come on here and say that I'm extremely embarrassed about myself, my actions, and the fact that I let such word slip out. So I just wanted to say that to James, my friend, that I said this word about. I am deeply sorry. We have many things in private, but I just wanted to come on here and say that to the rest of the LGBTQ plus community that I'm going to take some time to educate myself on this and apologize. So I just wanted to say quickly that this word doesn't belong in my vocabulary and it shouldn't be spoken about.
But Harry Jowsey did actually apologise on Instagram Live for saying the slur to James. He apologised to James in private too, which is nice. That's good to see. You know, recently Harry Jowsey interviewed Jeffree Star, and it was a really like funny interview with a lot of kind of jokey stuff. And that was the interview where Jeffree Star actually called out influencers for buying like fake Rolexes and all of this and showing off on social media. So it's funny that Harry Jowsey, you know, is also attacking James Charles a little bit. You know, I find that a little bit funny. just because of the history between Jeffree and James. I find that a little bit funny, a little bit tea, you know. I don't know, girl. You know, I'm not sitting here saying, oh, Jeffree put Harry Jowsey up to that kind of thing, because Jeffree wouldn't do that. But I just find it funny that he picked on James. I'm like, oh, tea. But speaking of James Charles and Jeffree Star, something interesting that popped up the other day was actually Manny MUA and Laura Lee on their podcast. They had Daniel Preda on their podcast, and something interesting that popped up with them was they had a little dig at Scorpios. Now, we all know that Jeffree Star is a Scorpio. He likes to tell people he's a Scorpio. You know, I'm a Scorpio, bitch, Scorpio energy, all of this. Jeffree Star likes to tell people that. But Manny, Mr. Preda, and Laura Lee all shaded Scorpios. And I know that is Manny having a bit of a dig at Jeffree. I know that is.
Is a Scorpio. Her and I don't get along. We do, but we don't.
We were like, Scorpio. A Scorpio. I didn't
Manny,
need
you and I
it.
we don't play with Scorpios.
None of us.
No.
None of us play well with Scorpios.
Yeah, there's a lot of Scorpios around us, aren't there?
Yeah,
That's
there
so-
is.
I didn't know
There
that.
is.
How does she
La
get the one with-
cucaracha.
Yeah.
You know, saying like, oh, we've all had trouble with a Scorpio. Who could that be? Oh, I wonder. You know, it is so obvious that it's Manny and Laura. Well, not so much Laura. Laura was just kind of there in the background. But Daniel Preda and Manny MUA absolutely were shading Jeffree Star with this. Absolutely. Because, of course, Manny had all that drama in 2018 with Jeffree Star. And they never really made up after that, you know. They never really became friends again. They just kind of went their separate ways. So this is absolutely Manny shading Jeffree, you know, and Manny hasn't really been in much drama since the whole 2018 kind of beauty drama, the big scandal that kicked off, you know, with everybody else versus Jeffree Star. He hasn't really been in any drama since then. So it's kind of awkward to see Manny MUA now getting involved again in drama. Recently, he was called out for supporting James Charles, wearing James Charles merch, and now he's shading Jeffree Star on his full coverage podcast with Laura Lee. This podcast that was supposed to be like a new, fresh project for them, you know. And so far on that podcast, the first episode, they talked about old beauty drama, and now they're shading Jeffree. It's like, I thought you were trying to get away from that, Manny. Maybe not. You know, maybe Manny really is the shady person that Jeffree Star made him out to be. I don't know. You know, but I just think it's a little bit strange how Manny has done so much to move and to, you know, grow, move on from the past, and now he's going back there, it seems. Shade, the absolute shade of it all with Manny. This is shade, total shade. Daniel Preda, Manny MUA. Oh, we've had trouble with Scorpios. That little clip I showed you. Shady little fuckers. I'm like, ooh. Well. I thought we were all moving on. I thought we weren't doing drama. I thought we were gonna, you know, be unproblematic. Oh no, but Manny recently, he's being problematic. I'm like, God. Anyway, my loves, I think I'm going to stop this little video right here. Otherwise, it's going to get way too long. I might be back later on with another little video for you. But for now, I'm going to go finish my look, do some TikToks and stuff, and I'll be back on the next one. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.